The topic of this course is organization culture. In this course, we will cover the definition of organizational culture, elements of organizational culture, types of organizational culture, characteristics of organizational culture, ways of managing organizational culture, how to keep the culture alive in your organization, functions of organizational culture, why is organizational culture important, and benefits of organizational culture. Defining organizational culture. The culture of an organization refers to the unique configuration of norms, values, beliefs, and ways of behaving that characterize the manner in which groups and individuals combine to get things done. Organizational culture or corporate culture includes the extent to which freedom is allowed in decision making, developing new ideas, and personal expression, the ways the organization conducts its business, treats its employees, customers, and the wider community, how power and information flow through its hierarchy, and how committed employees are towards collective objectives. Elements of organizational culture. There are three important elements of organizational culture that includes organization value, organization climate, and manager style. Organization values represent everything what is considered to be valuable for the organization and what would have to and ought to happen. They are expressed as purpose, mission, or strategic objectives of the organization. Organization climate is the company culture characterized by experience and understanding of the employee and or by the quality of organizational value. This climate has impact on motivation, productivity, creativity, and innovations. Manager style represents behavior of managers and the management of the organization when conducting their affairs. Literature abounds in descriptions of numerous management styles, which most cases include either narrower or broader scope within two extreme styles, autocratic and democratic. Types of organization culture. Normative culture. The norms and procedures of the organization are predefined and the rules and regulations are set as per existing guidelines. Pragmatic culture. Customer satisfaction is the main motivation of employees in a pragmatic culture. Power culture. Power is held by just a few individuals whose influence spreads throughout the organization. Academic culture, focused at senior management level, helps exploring business related topics. Corporate or business coaching. It ensures that various training programs are being conducted at the workplace to hone the skills of the employees. Club culture. Organizations following a club culture are very particular about the employees they recruit. Characteristics of organizational culture. Innovation, risk orientation. Companies with culture that places a high value on innovation encourage the employees to take risks and innovate in the performance of their jobs. Attention to detail, precision orientation. A culture that places a high value on attention to detail expects its employees to perform their work with precision. Emphasis on outcome, achievement orientation. A company that instructs its sales force to do whatever it takes to get sales order has a culture that places a high value on the emphasis on outcome characteristics. Teamwork, collaboration orientation. Companies that place a high value on this characteristics of organizational culture place a great deal of importance on how their decisions will affect the people in their organizations. Stability, rule orientation. Companies that organize work activities around teams instead of individuals place a high value on this characteristics of the organizational culture. Ways of managing organizational culture. Steps of managing organizational culture. Evaluate your current culture and performance. Clarify your initial vision. Clarify values and expected behaviors. Clarify strategic priorities. Engage your team in defining SMART goals. Maintain a management system for priorities and goals. Manage communications habits and routines. Build motivation throughout the process. How to keep the culture alive in your organization? Once a culture is in place, there are practices within the organization that act to maintain it by giving employees a set of similar experiences. Some important practices which help to sustain the culture strengthening organizational culture are as depicted in the diagram: selection, socialization, top management, organizational culture. Functions of organizational culture: conflict resolution. A common culture promotes consistency of perception, problem definition, evaluation of issues and opinions, and preferences for action. Competitive advantage: strong culture improves the organization's chance of being successful in the marketplace. Motivation: an appropriate and cohesive culture can offer employees a focus of identification and loyalty, foster beliefs and values that encourage employee to perform. Coordination and control: largely because culture promotes consistency of outlook, it also facilitates organizational process of coordination and control. Reduction of uncertainty: adopting of the cultural mind frame is an anxiety reducing device which simplifies the world of work, makes choice easier, and rational action seems possible. Why is organizational culture important? Organizational culture defines your company's internal and external identity. Organizational culture is about living your company's core values. A strong organizational culture helps you to keep your best people. A well functioning culture assists with onboarding. Your culture transforms your company into a team. Culture impacts performance and employee well being. Benefits of organizational culture: higher performance and increased productivity as the employees work as a team and will be happy if the company succeeds. The rewards and recognition program, which is part of a culture, motivates and gratifies an employee. Therefore, the employee's mental health is maintained without any stress. Drives growth and an employee's individual development. Healthy organizational culture enhances employee engagement and experience at a company. When every employee gives his or her best, the revenue of the company increases. A happy culture increases the image of a company in the industry. Motivated employees come up with great ideas and make sure that they reach the market successfully. Key takeaways: organizational culture is a group of internal values and behaviors in an organization. It includes experiences, ways of thinking, beliefs, and future expectations. There are three important elements of organizational culture that includes organization value, organization climates, and manager style. Higher performance and increased productivity as the employees work as a team and will be happy if the company succeeds. Strong culture improves the organization's chance of being successful in the marketplace. Organizational culture defines the company's internal and external identity. Companies that organize work activities around teams instead of individuals place a higher value on this characteristic of the organizational culture. Organizational culture only works effectively if all employees participate and constantly work to shape it. However, it is not something that changes overnight. Let's take a quiz to test your knowledge. Which of the following is not a type of organizational culture? Non-pragmatic culture, club culture, normative culture, power culture. Which of the following is an outcome of an ineffective culture? High profits, disengaged employees, high turnover, none of these. What are the ways to manage organization culture? Evaluate your current culture and performance, clarify your initial vision, clarify values and expected behaviors, all of the above. What are important practices which help to sustain the culture strengthening in organizational culture? Top management influence on culture, socialization, organization culture, all of the above. Dash is a shared system of values among employees: cultural sensitivity, organizational culture, collective sense making, organizational system. Which is not a way of managing organization culture. Evaluate your current culture and performance, clarify your initial vision, clarify values and expected behaviors, have a disorganized communication habit. Which of the following is element of the organization culture? Manager style, organization statement, none of these. Which of the following is not a benefit of organization culture? Enhances employee engagement, idea generation, lower productivity, empowered employees. Which of the following is not a characteristic of organization culture? Outcome orientation, assertiveness, innovation and risk taking, attention to detail. Does organization culture impacts performance and employee well-being? True or false? Thank you. CloudLearn Incorporated is headquartered in Silicon Valley, California. Our mission is to help enterprises provide an engaging and impactful learning experience that improves business performance. We provide the industry's most modern LMS learning management system. For more information, visit us at www.cloudlearn.com or reach out to us at info@cloudlearn.com.